So, were there any like winter forecasts for the entire season that you guys have to go off of?
Well, they do give us forecasts about how we think it's going to be maybe above average wet winter or maybe a little bit more snow than usual. And really, that forecast is pretty similar every year for mid-Missouri, for our area here. We're kind of in a strange uh, weather area of the country because we're in the middle of the middle. And we often will see varied forecasts. Maybe in Colorado, they know they're going to get snow. They know about how much they usually get. But here it's a little different because we have, I've taken a few weather classes, not much. I'm not a meteorologist, but we have the cold front pushing down from Canada and the warm front pushing up from um, Mexico. And they often do collide. And it's just very odd. They tend to collide right as they get into Missouri and as basically into the Boone County area where we are right now. So they do give a forecast, um, but there was nothing unusual or out of the ordinary for last winters at the start of that time season.
So, last year with the snowfall, does that maybe change how you would prepare for future winters? Like, are you going to do more steps this year to better prepare for that if that happens again, or can you just do it, business as usual?
We can do business as usual, and the reason I say that is we learned a lot last year. Don't get me wrong. We learned, when right before a huge snowfall, because it turned out to be a blizzard and a record snowfall, what we did before, during, and after, and we can always learn from that. Now, whether we're going to change our approach, not necessarily, because the folks here don't realize we have a lot of good plans in place. For example, Public Works. Now, I'm not head of Public Works, but that particular director and his staff, every year they review the routes and the streets that get plowed first, the primary, the secondary, etc. So they review that every year and they present that to the city council. So city council knows well in advance, the layout, what they're going to do in their plans. So that's reviewed every year. So now they may tweak that. I may not be privy to that, but they may tweak that particular plan that they have of who goes out first, how many trucks they have available, how much salt they have in place for this year, based on the estimated amounts, etc.
You mentioned the forecast for each season. What is predicted for this upcoming
Oh,
winter?
it's the same old thing.
Same old, same old.
Mm-hmm. We're going to get snow and may have a little bit of ice. I don't think there's anything out of it, from what I have seen so far. There's nothing that really causes me concern.
Okay.
It's a typical forecast.
Well, that's all the questions I have set up right now. Is there anything you'd like to add for the interview? Or?
Well, just to let everybody know that every year there is a day designated as Winter Weather Awareness Day, and that is coming up November 16th. And we are getting some flyers prepared, and I've got some radio spots going and some press releases I'm going to put out. And basically, it's kind of a reminder of people, or to people, to make sure that you're ready in your home, your vehicle, at work. What we would like people to be ready for is in case they do slide off or they do have to wait a little bit for a tow truck or for help to get to them. Be ready in your homes if you do have an electrical outage for a few hours or even a day. Be prepared. Have the basic supplies in kits with you. Have the items in your car in case you do get stuck. Warm clothing. Credit cards are not good ice scrapers off of your windshield. Have real ice scrapers. Have brushes. Just those basic items. And what we tell people is to get that stuff now when it's nice outside. So you don't have to be worried about dragging salt around when it's really cold or whatever, or whenever everyone's going to the store, then it's out. We started running out of supplies last year because everybody got worried. So prepare now. Just